1978 was a year when music felt bigger than life. Disco ruled the dance floors, soft rock filled the car radios, and movie soundtracks were suddenly everywhere. But behind some of the biggest hits of that year, there were unexpected stories. One song almost went to a completely different singer. Another became famous simply by refusing to follow the disco trend. So today, we're going back to one of the most exciting years in pop music history. These are the biggest songs of 1978. Let's start the countdown. Number 15, It's a Heartache, Bonnie Tyler.
It's a heartache, nothing but a...
Kicking off the list at number 15 is a song that proved emotion could still cut through the disco craze. With her unmistakably raspy voice, Bonnie Tyler delivered a performance that sounded raw, wounded, and completely authentic.
Heartache, love into your arms.
While dance music dominated the late 70s, It's a Heartache went in the opposite direction. It leaned into classic heartbreak, built around a powerful melody and a voice that felt almost painfully honest. Listeners connected with that vulnerability immediately. The song crossed multiple genres, landing on pop charts while also gaining fans among rock and country audiences. For many people, this was their first introduction to Bonnie Tyler, and it made sure they never forgot her voice. Number 14, Emotion, Samantha Sang. At number 14 is a song that proves sometimes the quietest records can be the most powerful. Emotion wasn't built for crowded dance floors. Instead, it slowed everything down. Written and produced by the legendary Bee Gees, the track wrapped Samantha Sang's gentle voice in lush harmonies and a deep sense of longing. Rather than rushing toward the chorus, the song unfolds patiently. Each note feels deliberate, each lyric carrying a quiet weight.
Nobody left in this world to hold me tight.
In a year filled with energetic disco hits, Emotion succeeded by doing the exact opposite. It invited listeners to lean in and feel every moment. Number 13, You're the One That I Want, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Landing at number 13 is a song that became inseparable from one of the most popular movies of the decade. From the soundtrack of Grease, You're the One That I Want exploded with pure energy. The duet between John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John captured the fun, rebellious spirit of the film perfectly. With its infectious hook and electrifying chemistry, the song quickly became a cultural moment. It didn't just play in theaters, it played everywhere. On radios, at parties, and anywhere people wanted a reason to sing along. Number 12, Shadow Dancing, Andy Gibb. At number 12, Disco Elegance takes the spotlight. Shadow Dancing showcased the smooth, polished sound that defined late 70s pop. With its sleek groove and confident vocal delivery, Andy Gibb proved he was more than just the younger brother of the Bee Gees. The production sparkled with sophistication, blending disco rhythms with pop accessibility. Radio loved it. Dance floors loved it even more. And for Andy Gibb, this song marked the beginning of a major moment in his career. Number 11, Grease, Frankie Valli. Just outside the top 10 sits a song tied to one of the most popular movies of the decade. Written for the film Grease, this track brought a fresh spotlight back to Frankie Valli, who had already built a legendary career years earlier. What made the song stand out was its attitude. The rhythm felt modern, but the spirit carried a sense of nostalgia that perfectly matched the film's energy. It was confident, theatrical, and instantly recognizable. For audiences in 1978, Grease showed that a movie theme could become one of the most memorable songs of the year. Number 10, Night Fever, Bee Gees. Breaking into the top 10 is a song that captured the pulse of disco at full strength. Night Fever became deeply connected to the cultural wave created by Saturday Night Fever. Driven by a hypnotic rhythm and the Bee Gees' signature falsetto harmonies, the song felt smooth, stylish, and effortlessly cool. It wasn't just popular on the radio. Dance floors everywhere embraced it. In 1978, this track helped define what a night out sounded like. Number 9. I Love the Nightlife, Disco Round, Alicia Bridges.
I want to go where the people dance. I want some action.
At number 9 is a song that perfectly captured the excitement of the disco era. With a steady groove and confident vocal delivery, I Love the Nightlife quickly became a club favorite.
I want to get some too.
The track blended underground disco energy with mainstream pop appeal, allowing it to reach audiences far beyond the dance floor. Its message of independence and celebration resonated strongly with listeners. Even decades later, the opening beat still signals the same thing it did in 1978. It's time to dance. It's number 8, Baby Come Back, Player.
Baby, come back. You can blame it on.
Sitting at number 8 is a song that proved softer sounds still had a place during disco's peak. Baby Come Back leaned into smooth melodies and heartfelt regret.
Baby, come back. Any kind of fool.
The song felt intimate, almost like a late-night confession playing softly on the radio. Player's layered harmonies gave it a polished sound while keeping the emotional core intact. It quickly became a staple of late 70s soft rock radio, and for many listeners, it remains one of the defining songs of the yacht rock era. Number 7, Love Is, Thicker Than Water, Andy Gibb. At number 7, Andy Gibb appears again with a song that highlighted a softer side of pop. Love Is, Thicker Than Water traded disco rhythms for a warm, emotional ballad. The song built its strength through melody and sincerity rather than flashy production. Listeners connected with its gentle atmosphere and romantic message. It also showed how dominant the Gibb family had become during this era. With multiple hits climbing the charts, their sound was everywhere in 1978. Number 6, How Deep Is Your Love, Bee Gees.
And you come to me on a summer breeze.
At number 6 is one of the most delicate songs of the disco era. How Deep Is Your Love slowed everything down and focused on intimacy rather than energy.
How deep is your love? Is your love how deep is?
The Bee Gees surrounded the melody with soft harmonies and gentle instrumentation. The result felt warm, personal, and timeless. The track crossed multiple genres, reaching pop, R&B, and adult contemporary audiences at the same time. In a year filled with dance beats, this song proved that quiet emotion could be just as powerful. Number 5, Just the Way You Are, Billy Joel.
I took the good times. I'll take it.
Halfway through the top 10, we arrive at one of the most sincere love songs of the decade. Billy Joel wrote Just the Way You Are as a simple expression of devotion. There were no flashy arrangements or dramatic production tricks.
Although I might take you just the way you are.
Instead, the song relied on a gentle melody and honest lyrics. Listeners responded immediately to that authenticity. The track became a major crossover success and remains one of Billy Joel's most beloved recordings. Sometimes simplicity is exactly what a song needs. Number 4, Stayin' Alive, Bee Gees. Just missing the top 3 is a song that became one of the most recognizable sounds of the entire decade. Stayin' Alive carried the confident rhythm that helped define the disco movement. With its iconic beat and unforgettable falsetto vocals, the song immediately captured attention. It also became inseparable from the cultural impact of Saturday Night Fever. More than just a hit, it became a symbol of the era. Even today, a few seconds of that opening groove is enough for most listeners to recognize it instantly. Number 3, You Light Up My Life, Debbie Boone. At number 3 is a song that dominated radio in a completely different way. You Light Up My Life relied on softness and emotional sincerity. Its gentle arrangement and hopeful lyrics resonated deeply with many listeners. The song spent weeks at the top of the charts and became one of the biggest ballads of the decade. While critics sometimes debated its style, audiences embraced its message wholeheartedly.
Finally a chance.
For a time in 1978, it felt like this song was playing everywhere. Number 2, Boogie Oogie Oogie, A Taste of Honey. Just missing the top spot as a song built purely for fun. Boogie Oogie Oogie blended disco, funk, and pop into a groove that felt impossible to ignore. Its playful rhythm and instantly memorable bass line made it a favorite on dance floors. The song didn't rely on complexity. It simply delivered energy and joy from the very first note. That straightforward approach worked perfectly. In 1978, this track reminded everyone that sometimes music just needs a beat that makes people move. Number 1, Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty. At number 1 is a song that proved a simple melody could become unforgettable. When Baker Street was released in 1978, nobody expected a reflective, slow-burning track about loneliness and city life to become such a massive hit.
He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up.
The song was written by Jerry Rafferty during a difficult period in his career, when legal disputes kept him from recording new music for years. During that time, he spent long stretches traveling between London and Scotland, often staying near Baker Street. Those experiences inspired the lyrics, which tell the story of someone feeling trapped in a restless urban routine while dreaming about something more meaningful. Music history is full of surprises. Sometimes the strangest ideas turn into the biggest hits, and decades later, people are still listening. Now, I want to hear from you. Which song on this list surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more music countdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.